I hate to end the show like this, man, but we got to pay homage. Hey, first of all, 2/8/2024 was the very first episode of the Ultimate 216 show. And as we all know, that's the day that's dedicated to Kobe Bryant and his daughter, Gianna Bryant. And 5 years ago today, in the most horrific, tragic fashion, we lost a childhood icon. We lost a childhood hero. We lost somebody that you and I, for damn sure, grew up watching. We watched his entire career. And the fashion that we lost such a great dude in Kobe Bryant, man, it sent shockwaves. Like, I remember being at the house, I was playing a game of Madden, and I remember seeing the reports come through on my phone, and I remember thinking it was unreal. I
Yep.
remember thinking, like,
Yep.
team paparazzi, whatever the case may be,
Yep.
like, now y'all trying to kill Kobe, y'all crazy.
Yeah.
And I just remember start seeing the reports flood in that he had died in a helicopter crash. And I just started hearing more reports, like some of them was false about his whole family being there, but then I heard like his daughter was with him. And then you just heard like how it was a tragedy for everybody that was involved, man. And I just wanted to spend a few moments today, just kind of talking about Kobe Bryant and kind of having the fans chime in on what some of their favorite memories is of Kobe as a player and just what type of mantras that they have, etc. Just the 81-point game stands out, or Kobe not flinching, uh,
Matt
versus
Barnes.
Orlando versus Matt Barnes. That stands out a lot. Or Kobe on the sideline, soft. You soft. It's certain things like that about Kobe that always stood out to me. That was my little brother's favorite player. And like I remember we used to go back and forth all the time about Kobe, LeBron, things
Oh yeah.
of that nature. But as I grew into a man and just really tried to grow up and be a grown man, not just chronologically, bro, but like a maturation spiritually, etc. Like Kobe's Mamba's mentality is really a staple in how I try to conduct myself, bro, and how I try to live and how I try to go about things, man. Just understanding that you're gonna always be up against it. Like nothing is gonna come to you easy. It's gonna take a whole lot of pain, a whole lot of sacrifice, or what you doing what other people are not watching, or what you doing what other people are sleeping, right? And just constantly betting on yourself when everybody around you can't see your vision. It's things like that about Kobe Bryant that as I got older, I started to respect. It's almost like I have more respect for Kobe the man, like than I did the player, and he was a hell of a player.
Man, I was very fortunate to attend his last ever NBA game.
Mm.
And I was always had respect for Kobe. Never was I was LeBron guy. Like I'm LeBron's the best ever to do it. Boom, boom, boom. So I would argue just like you. I'm like, oh, I got LeBron, they got Kobe, boom, boom. But to see Kobe, we literally watched him grow up, like literally in front of our eyes, Earl. Like from getting into silly mistakes to being this ultimate warrior to being the loving husband, the awesome, awesome girl dad father. Like it was cool to watch his maturity. It was cool to watch him grow up, and it was inspiring. Like, yo, I got daughters myself. Like, all right, cool. Like, let me go out my way to make sure I'm loving on them and bringing them with me and showing them all the experiences and whatever the case may be. But going to his last game, Earl, I forgot why I was in LA. I was in LA, I think, training in the off season, and I had a chance to go to his last game. Paid too much money to go, but it was worth it. it was like 10 racks to go to the game, right? Sat like 15 rows up, and when I mean it was a playoff slash NBA Finals type of atmosphere, we stood the entire game. We stood up the entire game. They're playing the Utah Jazz. They're not going to the playoffs. Both teams are sorry. And it felt everybody and their mama was there. Everybody and their mama was there. And they was feeding him the ball and his focus, his intentionality. They were just trying to get him the ball. And it was just so fun to see him go out the way he went out, like a Kobe Bryant. But also to piggyback on what you were saying, his work ethic, the stories about him inviting guys to the gym to work out. Hey, I want to go come work out with you. All right, cool. Meet me there at 5. And then he's been there for 2 hours already.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff is motivating. It's inspiring. It's like if Kobe Bryant is doing that and he's at the best, and he's the best of the best, one of the best to ever play the game. Whatever I'm doing, I need to be doing the same. That's that Mamba mentality. I have to be able to outwork. I have to be able to compete in every single lane I'm in to be the best I could be. And that just stood out to me, man. So I love Kobe Bryant. Much respect to him and his wife. I love how his wife is still honoring his legacy, whether it's with shoes, whether it's with community events, whether just talking about him. She has really been a part of his life and watched him grow up as well. So for her and her family, the Bryant family, man, it's nothing but love and respect to one of the best to ever play on the NBA.
Yeah, man, it's funny. I was putting this montage together that we were watching together, and just going through the pages, and I said, okay, just looking for pictures. I took Kobe. It was like 403 pages, and I go to page 100, and I don't know, maybe it was meant to be this way because the pictures you just saw was the pictures of him playing in Cleveland.
Mm,
And so it was that right there was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I remember being at the Cavs' first home game after Kobe had passed away. We were playing against the New Orleans Pelicans, and Zion, I think, was a rookie, and things like that. And just walking to the arena and seeing outside of Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse and purple and gold. We all know Tower City, and shout out to whoever run Terminal Tower. Man, they had that lit up in purple and gold, and just the montage and how the Cleveland Cavaliers memorialized Kobe Bryant. It was very, very special. And funny moment, man, true story. Right. So we all play video games, we all play 2K. I
mm,
remember you create your ball player, you go buy your gear and all this other stuff, right? So everybody used to always had a throwbacks, and you go in the park and everybody's mob player got on Kobe Bryant gear, Lakers gear,
mm, mm.
and you could put the different emotes on for your player to do different things. And they had the Kobe emote, and you had everybody just walking across the court doing this. People weren't even playing the games. It was just like, even on the video games,
Awesome.
video game players felt like it was necessary to pay homage to Kobe Bryant. So, man, any closing thoughts you got on today's episode? Any good words you want to get to people before we get out of here?
Man, just thinking about Kobe, man. You never know what day is your last. You never know when. People say all the time, "Oh, you're still young." You don't know when your time to go. So make an impact where you are. Make an impact now. Don't wait until next week or when you get older or whatever the case may be. And it's never too late either. You might be living till you're 100 years old. Make an impact. Be kind. Be courteous. Impact somebody today because you never know when your time is up. Just think about Kobe, man. He was a tremendous role model in my opinion because we saw him literally grow up
Mm-hmm.
from 18 years, 17 years old, being in the spotlight to an awesome adult man and husband and father. So you never know who you're impacting. You never know who's watching, but you can make an impact today.